try to not set the garage on fire, okay? Hello everybody, welcome back. I think this is the video that we leave Pennsylvania in. I just wanted to share something real quick, and we'll fast forward to tomorrow and we'll get out of here. But this is the night before, and me and Bella are going to have a nice dinner before we go. And I want to use something to make dinner that I've been meaning to use for almost 2 years. I gotta ask you though, would you eat off of something this nasty? Would you eat off of something that was cooked that is this nasty? Well, let me ask you again in a minute here, okay? This is something I've been wanting to kind of revive, restore. Actually, all it's going to take is a real nice, healthy, hot fire on it. Some more brushing off on this, and I think it's going to be okay. Okay, I've been meaning to use this little grill. I should, maybe I'll blow it off a little bit with the air gun. Get it good and hot, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, we'll go from there. I did pull the grate for the charcoal out of it, and I went through with a scraper real quick. Okay, little scraper. Did some loose stuff, loosened it up, and took it outside and blew it off with the air hose. So kind of any loose stuff's going out of here. So I'm gonna put this grate in there and load it up with a nice healthy amount of charcoal. Let this thing really get up to temperature. Yeah, it needs a little bit of attention. This one leg, it's limping a little bit. Let me see if I can reach here. Okay, I'm gonna put new screws in it. Well, it's not broken or rotted or anything. Oops, that one came out completely. That old screw. So I'm gonna fix the leg on it. The slide door is still okay for the amount of airflow. And yeah, I could use some love. We'll leave it at that. So let me get this thing going. Now you did see I recently bought some nice steak, right? Some nice steaks. Got a nice price on them. Some good old Kingsford charcoal. These are hickory. These good old hickory briquettes. I'm gonna load her up. Probably use a little bit more than it even needs to be. I think that's gonna be. I think that's pretty good. Right. Maybe we'll even kind of pile towards the center a little bit for now. Spread them out. Is it good? No, that's gonna be good. No, that's gonna be good. Yeah, I gotta watch. Be careful in the garage here. Shouldn't charcoal indoors, but believe me, this garage is, well, the big door's open, the side door's open, there's windows over there. This is well ventilated. So, and I have this on an old piece of tin, so if any little charcoals, little sparks fall out here, they'll be okay. Alright? So, I'm a little winded here. I've been hustling around here for a while doing some things. Last minute things. Let's try to not set the garage on fire, okay? Try not to do that. And I don't think I'm gonna put these on yet. But believe me, we're gonna get these good and hot and clean them off. We'll get to that in a minute. Let that die down a little bit first. We okay there? Yeah, oh yeah, right. I probably used more starting fluid than more charcoal starter than I needed to there. But I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying today, this evening. I don't even know what day it is. Got a little wire brush, and another wire brush. I guess I can put my scraper away. Yeah, Bella and I's gonna have a nice dinner. I think with some steak and some baked potato. Yep. All right, we're gonna let that go for a while. All right, I guess there's no harm in going ahead and putting these grills on now. This thing's old. It's antique. It's been around a while. See, these handles are. They're pretty weathered. These handles are all pretty weathered, but they're all still intact. let's say the feet and the other handle. So, and this is a deeper, this is a hibachi, and it's a deeper style one than many of them. And it's good old cast iron, not those cheap tin ones that you typically see in stores. I think you can still get good cast iron ones, but they're not real cheap. And I don't know where you get them. I've seen them online, but as far as a store goes, I don't know where you get a good old cast iron one. So I think it's starting to heat up. I even see a little bit of bubbling and sizzling, so that's good. Let these get good and hot, heat up for a while. Now what I'll do is I'll switch sides so that this side gets hot. And hang on, I'm going to do that right now because these are starting to smoke real nice. They're starting to get up to a nice temperature. Let me put you down here for a minute. So the inners are getting hot. Let's change them so the other end gets hot too, and I can give those an initial wire brushing. These should clean up real nice because these grills are made out of these grill tops are made out of stainless, good stainless steel. That's what I'm gonna have to wait for a bit because the way the wind's blowing, I don't want to catch these old handles on fire. But you get the idea. We'll warm these up here. Actually, what I'll do is probably put them down lower. Yeah, we'll get these cleaned up good. You'll see. We'll have some nice steaks of gold, good old-fashioned style or antique hibachi. All right, now we're getting somewhere. That's what this thing needs, is some nice heat. You know, heat sterilizes. So any impurities, I mean, just, I don't know. It'll be okay. We'll just go with that. All right. And then I'm gonna go put these on here. Let these get good and there. We'll give them round one and some wire brushing after that stuff kind of cooks off a little bit. All right, I think these things are getting good and hot. This stuff ought to just come. I should take it outside. Get any loose stuff off of there. Oh, they're hot. You know, I have oven cleaner. I bet oven cleaner would work good on these stainless grills. I'm gonna take this outside where I can be more aggressive with it. Or at least away from the hot stuff. Okay. Good wire brushing. Yeah, these things are, yeah, that's looking a little better. All right, wait till we get them over here. Let's get this other one out here. Yeah, that's pretty. Poor old grill hadn't been using so long, it's just filthy. I don't remember where I got that at. All right. Well, they ain't perfect, but boy, they're a lot better than they were. Yeah, I think they're good and sterilized too with all this heat. So I'll ask you again, would you eat something cooked on this? I think she's gonna be all right. I think when I started using it, where I brushed it regularly, and then maybe when it cools down. Too, this bottom part, as it starts getting used, I mean, it's gonna cook old stuff off there too. Maybe once it cools completely, and I've dumped it out, is give it a wire brushing in there, and just start doing that every time I use it, and you know, do it around the outside. Just give it a little love every time it's used. I bet it comes around pretty nicely. Yeah, we're gonna have some nice steaks. I got them steaks, but I'm using a little while back, several weeks ago, I got some New York strip. I'm gonna put these down a level, New York strip steaks, and I'm gonna rotate stock. I'm actually gonna get a couple of those out and cook them. Hey. All right, so I got a couple of steaks here. I haven't even tenderized them or seasoned them or marinated them. They're just straight local beef. Going to go straight on the grill. Little sizzle going on there. Sizzle, sizzle. Yeah. Now these steaks I bought, I think I paid the same for them. I think I paid, wait, I don't remember if these are New York strip. No, I think these are actually ribeyes, what I bought last. So they were a little more expensive. I think they were actually $9.99 a pound. But I had, even at that price, I had to buy like a whole slab of them. You know, that was, and I cut my own steaks about a good healthy inch thick, maybe an inch and a little bit more. I don't remember if I got 8 or 10 or 12. No, it was more than 8. I know that. I think I got 12, about a dozen steaks or so. 12 to 14 steaks I got. It was a big piece of meat. So, I'm gonna let those start cooking. All right, I'm gonna put a little Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce on them. Let's make them a little yummy. All right, I should have kind of maybe marinated them. That would have been a good idea if I would just marinated in that for just a short time, but even so, it'll help. Oh, I love the smell. I love the smell that makes when this drips down on the coals. It just smells so good. Yeah, this will make a big difference actually. All right, I think these things are due for a flip. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Hang on a second there. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, I haven't cooked on charcoal for so long. I hope I don't ruin these steaks. That looks a little well done. Oops. Oh, this one. Oh no. The very surface might be a little. We'll see. Oops. Yeah, I need to be paying better attention to these things. Yeah, that was you hear that? This one might be a little crunchy on one side. This one's okay. It'll be all right. I'm not overly picky. As long as it's not too crunchy. And Bella won't be either. Dang it. That'll be alright. What do you think? Oops. It's still gonna be delicious. I don't think they're gonna be dried out or anything. Alright, I better get these off of here before I ruin them. I don't even mind. I know a lot of people are really fussy with their steak. These people are just crazy. They just want it rare. Yeah, no thanks. I like mine medium. If I am going to be a little picky, I would prefer medium to medium. Medium, I don't know about medium well. Maybe a little pink in the middle, fine with me. As long as they're still good and juicy. Even well done can still be nice and tender and juicy. There's a point once you go beyond that, though, they start drying out. That's a fine line. You got to be real careful with going well done. But medium to, I think those are going to be good. So, we'll probably leave these on the heat, and let them cook off a little bit, and I'll wire brush them again before we put it away this time. Let's go have a look, see what we got. All right, don't know how well the lighting is here. Let's have a look. Let's just have a little look here. Ooh, whoops, look at the juice. The juice going. Oh, that's a sign they're not dried out. Let's see how that looks. Oh, actually, I think that's like perfect. That's just how I like it. Oh, and there's still plenty juicy. Yeah, I was worried there at first. That's looking really good. What do you think? Would you turn your nose at that? Would you turn it down? If you was at a restaurant, would you send it back to the kitchen? No, sir, that's gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna fix Bella some up. I'll trim some fat off and some meat. She'll get a section cut up kind of fine and on her regular kibble food, and she's gonna be happy. Come here. Here, come here. You want a little piece while you wait? Is that good? Is that good? He said, oh yeah.